Hello, everyone! Today, we are going to study about the incredible continent of Australia and Oceania, including Melanesia, Polynesia, and Micronesia. Australia, the smallest continent and one of the largest countries on Earth, lying between the Pacific and Indian Oceans in the Southern Hemisphere. Australia's capital is Canberra, located in the southeast between the larger and more important economic and cultural centers of Sydney and Melbourne. Australia is separated from Indonesia to the northwest by the Timor and Arafura Seas, from Papua New Guinea to the northeast by the Coral Sea and the Torres Strait, from the Coral Sea Islands territory by the Great Barrier Reef, from New Zealand to the southeast by the Tasman Sea, and from Antarctica in the far south by the Indian Ocean. Australia has been called the oldest continent, the last of lands, and the last frontier. Australia is divided into 6 states and 2 mainland territories, each with unique geographical and cultural features. New South Wales, New South Wales, is the most populous state, home to Sydney, which is famous for landmarks like the Sydney Opera House and Harbour Bridge. Victoria is known for Melbourne, considered Australia's cultural capital, with a vibrant arts scene, coffee culture, and major sporting events. Queensland features tropical rainforests, the Great Barrier Reef, and Brisbane, a major city with a warm climate. Western Australia is the largest state by land area, dominated by vast deserts and rich mining industries, with Perth as its main city. South Australia is renowned for its wine-producing Barossa Valley and Adelaide, a city known for its festivals and cultural attractions. Tasmania, an island state, is characterized by rugged landscapes, national parks, and a cooler climate, with Hobart as its capital. Northern Territory is sparsely populated and famous for natural wonders like Uluru and Kakadu National Park, with Darwin serving as its main city. Lastly, the Australian Capital Territory houses Canberra, the nation's capital, known for its political institutions, museums, and prestigious universities. These regions together define Australia's diverse political and geographical landscape. Australia has a federal form of government, with a national government for the Commonwealth of Australia and individual state governments, those of New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Each state has a constitution, and its government exercises a limited degree of sovereignty. There are also 2 internal territories: Northern Territory, established as a self-governing territory in 1978, and the Australian Capital Territory, including the city of Canberra, which attained self-governing status in 1988. Australia is the arid continent. Over some 2/3 of its landmass, precipitation, largely as rainfall, per annum, averages less than 20 inches, 500 millimeters, and over 1/3 of it is less than 10 inches, 250 millimeters. Little more than 1/10 of the continent receives more than 40 inches, 1,000 millimeters per year. Today, the population of Australia consists of more than 270 ethnic groups. Although English is not Australia's official language, it is effectively the de facto national language and is almost universally spoken. Nevertheless, there are hundreds of Aboriginal languages, though many have become extinct since 1950, and most of the surviving languages have very few speakers. In the early 21st century, more than 1/2 of Australians identified themselves as Christian. About 1/4 were Roman Catholic and 1/5 Anglican. Smaller proportions belonging to other Protestant denominations, notably Uniting Church, Presbyterian, and Reformed. And there were also small groups of Jews and Hindus. The proportions registering as Orthodox Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists increased sharply in the late 20th century. Almost 3/10 of Australians professed no religion. Australia is an important source of export cereals, meat, sugar, dairy produce, and fruit. Other important crops include cotton, the second most valuable crop after wheat, rice, tobacco, temperate and tropical fruits, corn, maize, sorghum, oilseeds, and a host of other items reflecting the expansive latitudinal range of farming operations. Australia's cultural geography is shaped by its indigenous heritage, colonial history, and modern multicultural influences. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who have lived in Australia for over 60,000 years, have deeply influenced the country's identity through their traditions, Dreamtime stories, and connection to the land. Sacred sites like Uluru hold spiritual significance, and Indigenous knowledge continues to contribute to environmental management and conservation. However, British colonization in 1788 brought major changes, introducing English as the dominant language, Western governance systems, and European-style cities. Colonial policies, including the doctrine of terra nullius, displaced Indigenous communities and led to significant cultural and social conflicts. Over time, Australia has evolved into a multicultural society, shaped by waves of immigration from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Cities like Sydney and Melbourne reflect this diversity with their rich food culture, festivals, and ethnic neighborhoods such as Chinatown and Little Italy. While urban centers embrace globalization, rural and outback communities maintain traditional industries like farming and mining, preserving a distinct cultural identity rooted in resilience and community spirit. The concept of mateship, emphasizing friendship and mutual support, is a key part of the national character. Sport and outdoor lifestyles also play a significant role in Australian culture. Cricket, rugby, and Australian rules football are widely popular, while surfing and beach culture are iconic aspects of life along the coastline. The country is also known for its contributions to film, music, and literature, with artists gaining international recognition. Thank you very much.